Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm!
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. Nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. Regrouping, and with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the cost were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned. Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a Betty. I'll get you a clip from... Damn it, keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving, we need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear. Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. More reinforcements. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade. Take the elevator down one floor. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of
Shut. Have a nice trip. Drop them. What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff. Gotta hurt! Falling back. Ready to get the hell off this station?
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we—
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
You know what degree was in? Criminology. I learned about people like you, and I learned that most of them eventually reoffend, and you haven't stopped reoffending since you got out the joint, have you? No, stealing my
You've been here meeting the WWE Universe. I gotta get your thoughts on the vibe right now here at WrestleMania.
Honestly, the vibe is absolutely insane. It is so cool. It stems from jealousy and envy, and instead of using that jealousy to fuel her own personal growth,
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mix.
The whole station is crawling with mix. I'm doing the best I can.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad. Bye.
Just keep... moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do. Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make a commander shift.
Shepard! Down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life.
Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
These mechs don't know when to quit.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Like committing a crime, right? Like you are not, this is not a good idea. Then another guy, another classmate of us who comes in late, comes by, right? His name is Andy, or Andy. Andy comes in and he's like, what the hell's going on? You know, this is like, we're in third grade, but this is how we talk, right? He's like, what the hell's happening? We're like, what? We're just like, you know, like we
This guy's 5'6", and he says that no one likes me, and that I'm annoying and I'd still be annoying even if I was 6'6". Perhaps, but if I was 6'6", you would listen. You'd respect the annoying. Tall guys get away with being loud, arrogant, even weird, all because people are too scared to cross them, or they want to befriend them. Why? Because women follow them around like gravity, and where there's women, there's clout. So even if I said the same stuff at 6'6", you'd laugh, nod, maybe even defend me, all to try and win my favor. That is the halo effect. You wouldn't call me annoying. You'd call me confident. It's not about what I say. It's about how I look when
Here we go, y'all. We're a few hours away from the grandest shame of them all. The showcase of the deplorable, WrestleMania 40 snooze. I got my pillows, check. I got my blanket, check. And I know I'll get some rest, cause this show will bore me to death. All of that. What are you doing? WrestleMania 40 snooze is the worst build-up of all time. At the very least, we thought we was gonna get a stage setup that looked cool, but we didn't get that, did we? Y'all remember WrestleMania 39 when the whole theme was they was going to Hollywood? That was fire, man. They had the grand movie setup. It looked crazy. WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia! The setup was crazy. The X and L, the whole Green Eagles theme. I was up in the nosebleeds. But that was another wild setup. WrestleMania 41, yes, one of the worst shows of all time. But still, the stage was memorable. They had the playing cards dropping down from the rafters. The whole Vegas theme was fire, man. WrestleMania 42, well, if you haven't seen it yet, here it is.
We'll count down from 5. All eyes up on here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, what was that? Oh, Bobby Monsoon, it's the stage setup for WrestleMania 42. Well, I wonder how many dollars was spent on a budget of 42? Man, this is crazy. The budget for this stage had to be as low as the bottom of the ocean floor. Man, this whole reveal got me really thinking of a strip club. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because this stage was ass! How can anyone take this serious? Speaking of things nobody could take serious, Crackdown got some embarrassing news. Yesterday's show pulled in a crowd that was way down, around 45% drop from last year in the same building. And that's not a small dip. That's actually a fall off a cliff. At this rate, in a few years, Crackdown before Mania might be held at, and I don't know, a high school cafeteria? Now, I wonder why so many people didn't buy tickets to Crackdown this year. Maybe it's because the day before WrestleMania, you literally had a gingerbread man involved in the final story with Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. Like, what? What is this? Vince booking back in the day? Are we back in 2017 and 2018, the big dog era? Where the dog mascot showed up, this is a straight circus act. And if that wasn't bad enough, we had Trick Williams beating down Sami Zayn in their last segment. So, spoiler alert, I'm already seeing the formula. Same play, different day. I guessing Trick Williams gonna lose this weekend and Sami Zayn gonna retain the US title. Great. So let me guess, we're about to get Sammy Hogan hawking up to defy the odds and beat Trick Williams to retain the US title, right? Let me guess. We're about to trade in a fresh pair of all-white lemon pepper steppers for a pair of honey barbecue Skechers, right? Let me guess. We're about to trade in Trick Willie, a larger-than-life character, for Sami Zayn, somebody with the personality of a mannequin, right? Oh.
Hostiles detected.
been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I'll get what you're looking for and be back before you know it.
Good to hear it. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
We're gonna find out who did this and take him down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard. Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle. Shoot them before they take out your shield. That one hit!
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here. Check activity.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, one of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
If Vitor survived the attack...
That's the hope.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his socio...
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what
Good
happened.
idea. You'll need
Now we're working with
No,
Cerberus.
Praza, you're working. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a
Make sure
path.
to keep in radio
Will
contact.
do. Good luck, Shepard.
They done lost it. This creative is garbage. Now, speaking of taking losses, there's some unfortunate news and rumors that have been going around. Reports say that Randy Orton is dealing with some issues and he's hurting going into his match with Cody Rhodes over the weekend. And man, this is rough. I had Randy Orton winning the Apex Predator. But now it's up in the air, man. With his history of his back surgeries and complications, that's not something you really play with, man. If he could win the title, I guess that would be cool. But can he actually tell the story after that? If he's hurting, that's up in the air, man. On top of that, there's some more bad news for Randy Orton. You got Randy Orton and Paul Levesque, both tied at 14 world titles. You already know Triple H, Mr. Main Character Syndrome, ain't trying to drop from being tied for third to fourth and let the Apex Predator pass him, but we'll see. Also, Paige looks like she re-signed with WWE and is making her return this weekend. Spoiler alert for those of you that love Paige and happy she's coming back. That's what people are saying on X, but at the Hall of Fame speech, Nikki says she still plans on competing at WrestleMania despite her injury. Me personally, I think she's trying to work everybody, but we'll see. We either see Paige return at the tag team match or she might interfere at Becky Lynch and AJ Lee match, but I'll be lying to tell you that I give a crap about Paige returning to the WWE. Becky Lynch put WWE on notice, and she let them know that, dog, WWE has to reconstruct the whole women's division if they're even to be took serious like they were before, and they even have a shot to coming close at main event in the WrestleMania. Now, Crackdown was 99.5% horrible. There was a 0.5% they actually did good and got right. My man, Royce King! The 2026 Andre the Giant Royal Rumble. Oh man, this was fire, bro. Now, I'm not gonna lie, WWE has a long way to go to make me believe that they're gonna do anything correctly as far as creative with Royce Keys, but we're starting off on a good note. We're starting off in a good note. Hey, he could be back there with catering with Apollo Crews, man. He could have been still setting up the pyro and doing the production setup for WrestleMania 42, but he's not. He won the Andre the Battle Royal Rumble. I think the last two winners last year, it was Carmelo Hayes. The year before that was Bronson Reed. Now, you do got a few jobbers over the years that they jobbed out who won the Battle Royal Rumble, but hey, man, beggars can't be choosers. Maybe WWE could get it right this time. We'll see, man. This ad is brought to you because of the $3 billion of debt. T-shirt is here, man, exclusively on BobbyMonsoon.com. The $3 billion in debt T-shirt, man. I want to thank everyone who purchased the Paula Vick merchandise. I want to thank everyone watching and supporting the channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The channel is nothing without you, man. BobbyMonsoon.com. $3 billion a debt T-shirt. Now back to the content. Crackdown started off with Randy Orton coming out, cutting a promo, talking about too much of nothing and leaving right out the building. I'm not gonna lie, man. This doesn't make the rumors of Randy Orton being hurt. They don't help the rumors at all, I should say, man. This is kind of, I don't know what to make of this, man. I'm thinking that Cody Rhodes is going to get his lick back on Randy Orton. I'm thinking Randy Orton is going to be beating somebody up. We got the heel Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, week after week after week after week. Now all of a sudden it just comes out the night before, just cuts a promo and leave. We don't even see him beating anybody up. If you ask me, I think Randy Orton might be trying to stay away from anything physical. If you ask me, Randy Orton might actually be hurt. If you ask me, in a few hours, we might hear, whoa, Cody Rhodes, the African-American Raheem,
There's a squad of security drones up.
the undisputed championship. Well,
Thanks for the warning.
We got
We'll take care of it.
besides Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, we got the worst feud in all of professional wrestling. The Wyatt Six versus Solo Sonoa versus Bachaloa
Heads up.
versus MFT. They're in a street fight match, in another 5-on-5 street fight match, just like last year when they was in another type of match, just like a few months before that when they was in another type of match. Solo Sikoa, you didn't even ask for the Ladron back. You forgot about the Ladron already, or did you go to Walmart and pay your little $17? Or maybe you found it on Amazon and got the Ladron back, and then you stopped worrying about it. I just don't know what to say, dog. This feud is lifeless. Now, at the end of it, they was trying to tell some little story between Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. It seems like Tama Tonga did his finisher on Uncle Howdy, right? Let's just go ahead and tell that storyline. I'd rather tell an internal conflict with the MFTs rather than tell this story with the Wyatt Six all over again. Please, WWE Creative, do us all a favor and have this be the absolute last time these two factions are in the ring together. Next, you got
I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this. Just, come on. It was nothing about this promo that kind of hyped their match up. He's just talking about jail, like, it's just, remember when Dominic Mysterio came out in the police cruise? I think that was WrestleMania 39 versus Rey Mysterio. Now that was fire. That was fire. He had the pole police, he had the mask on, he coming out in the handcuffs. That was fire. This, it was just mid, man. Jacob he did what he could to tell the story. It's just, he could have just came out, got in the ring and tell the story, but whatever. Maybe trying to shake some things up so I can.
No, there we
Next
go.
You got weapon time.
Enemy down.
Damian Priest going over in a match that means absolutely nothing, because the tag team division means absolutely nothing. Neither of the tag team championships are being defended at WrestleMania. What type of crap is that? But it makes sense why they're not being defended. The storylines are completely non-existent in
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Divisions, the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take
Theory
point.
and Logan Paul has the titles, but they're in a 6-man match. R-Truth and Damian Priest have the titles, but they can't even think of anything close to have a reason to put the titles on WrestleMania.
Take point, Shepard.
Next, you
We'll
got
cover
Rhea
the door.
Ripley, and I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Sitting on the passenger side of his best friend ride, trying to holler at TLC. See my left eye and chilling. TLC, man, and wow, bro. I just cannot believe They just they had the right something Masquerade and Rhea Ripley to get everybody hyped for their match this week, and they are completely just let it go. They fumbled the Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill with another overly scripted promo.
That mech got heavy armor plated. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
I can't tell you.
This is going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Oh yeah, I'm that itch. I'm that itch. It's like, shut up!
Overload will take out their shield.
Shut up, bro. Say something of substance. Jade Cargill, one of my favorite wrestlers as far as the women's division. Here we go. So mad. She's not in a seriously, dog. This feud sucks. Next, we have Tiffany Stratton winning her #1 contender match versus Jordan Grace. Like a whole this match. Hopefully, she can get back up to the top of the car. But they got other things somewhere. Wicked ass. That's a lot. Back in the day, but still, you get what I'm saying. Triple H has fell drastically from where she was at just 12 months ago in the same city, same state, same place. WrestleMania. To be a champion, to go in and retain the title, to be on the #1 contenders match.
This
they
is your
couldn't even give her
chance
a
to go
match versus
find
Julia.
Vito while
#1
I tend to
contenders
the
match.
Shepherd.
For the U.S.
Probably
title,
somewhere in the back of the
she doesn't
loading
even want the undisputed or the world heavyweight. Like, wow, bro, wow. She wins the match. Absolutely nobody cares. Tiffany time.
Move
Tiffany
it.
time.
Right there.
It's done. We need Hill Tiffany back. We need Tiffany to get with another bodyguard like when she was with Nia Jax. We need her to do something other than Tiffy time. Next, we got the Gingerbread Man. Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, and the Gingerbread Man. Now, this was a little bit funny, but by the time I see the Gingerbread Man, I'm already pissed off because I haven't gotten anything. I literally got zero entertainment up until this point that could have been cool, but now it's in the middle of the show. Now I'm already aggravated. Now I'm already annoyed. And the next thing I see is a Gingerbread Man mascot to tell a story of Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. And if that didn't annoy me enough, they got in a brawl and Trick Williams holding up the title at the end of the brawl. And literally, I almost threw up all over my desk, all over the computer. That made me sick to my stomach to see Trick Williams beat up Sami Zayn just for WWE to do the same old click, copy, click, paste, click, copy, click, paste crap and have, Trick Williams lose to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania like Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes shouldn't be the direction this should be going. Sami Zayn is going to retain, and oh my God, bro. The least you could do, Sami Zayn, is turn heel over the weekend, bro. Can you just do that for us? At least give us something to look forward to. He keeps leaning. He keeps tiptoeing. Forget all the tiptoeing. Just turn straight heel. Next, you had a segment between Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Lyra Valkyria, and Bayley, and everybody else doing the same thing they did every single week. Oh my God, the women's tag team titles. You mean to tell me the Raw or Crackdown tag team titles are nowhere to be found, but we got room for the women's tag team championships, right? This has been the worst storyline of all WrestleMania weekend. This is the most bathroom break, concession stand, snooze fest, bomb stink fest, trash truck juice type of match. Nia Jax and Lash Legend hold the titles high, so most likely they're going to be losing. But if they don't lose, who cares? Nobody cares about this match. That's why most likely Paige is going to be coming out, because this is the most lifeless match, and you got to bring Paige back into a lifeless storyline, but it's not going to work. It's literally putting lipstick on a pig. Sorry, try again. After that, you got the Royal, the Andre the Giant, Jobber Royal, right? Johnny Gargano is sitting in the middle of the ring planking, And it's just like, oh my, I never seen a superstar get buried like this in my life. I don't know what Johnny Gargano did, y'all. I don't know who wife he must have texted. I don't know who girlfriend DMs he slid in. I don't know who he pissed off in TKO, because it seemed like some higher ups calling down on this one. My God, he is getting buried to the point of no return. I'm talking about when he gets on the release list and they release him, because you know they got releases coming up at Mania. Oh my God, I don't think there might not be no indies or AEW. Nobody might not want to touch this guy. He is buried bad. But that's not all, bro. We got Royce Keys winning this Battle Royal, Jobber Royal, or whatever. And even though it's the Jobber Royal, Royce Keys winning is something I want to see. Royce Keys winning, WWE has momentum right now. Carmelo Hayes and Brasserie was the last two winners. They've been booked pretty good. I expect Royce Keys to at least have solid booking. Up to Elisa Brasserie. Give me that. Can you book Royce Keys as at least as good as a Brasserie? Can you give me that? After that, you got Cody Rhodes.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
Punk! Hugging each other at all.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
And all of this love you stuff. To end off Crackdown heading into WrestleMania. So yeah, y'all, can you believe it? We're going into WrestleMania with our two champions not fighting, not talking crap to each other, sitting there hugging each other. And it's like, oh my God, now you know why I love you. I respect you. I got unconditional love for you. It's just like, God, bro, this is disgusting. This is a glaze fest. We had enough glaze going on. We got enough gingerbread man going on. We got enough jelly roll going on.
What happened?
We could do without it.
You didn't see.
Let me know in the comments what you think about that. In a few hours, we got WrestleMania 40
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
Stay up all
What the
night
hell
and
is that?
sleep through the show and just go live and catch up with y'all, or what, man?
I think it's a collector.
God, I'm dreading this
That's
show,
some kind of
man. In
alien.
all seriousness,
They're a
I'm about to
species
edit
from
this
somewhere
video.
beyond
I'm
the
gonna
Omega
drop it
4
for y'all.
relay.
I'm gonna try to get it out
Only
as
a
soon as
few
possible.
people have ever seen one in person.
Then I'll go to sleep.
They usually work through
WrestleMania
intermediaries,
comes
like
on at
slavers
6
or hired
p.m.,
mercenaries.
So hopefully we'll be out
If they're
of there
involved
by
with the Reapers
9,
somehow, it
a
could
little bit
explain what
before,
happened to
maybe
the
10.
colonies.
I'll go live after the show, like always. We'll talk about this snooze fest.
The collectors have advanced technology.
Literally nothing happening.
They could have a
on
weapon
night
that
one.
disables
So I
an
don't even know
entire
why we're doing
settlement
night
at
one.
once.
I wish I could just skip night one, skip the video, skip the live, and we'll catch up on night two.
Secret swarms.
Night one is literally nothing going on.
The secrets
Look at this
find
card.
you,
Look at
freeze
it.
you.
It sucks.
Then the monsters take you away.
Sucks. We're literally gonna be waiting till the last match. Oh yeah, then we got Stephanie Valkyrie
Why didn't the collectors take you?
and Liv Morgan, which will be a
Swarms didn't
fire
find
match
me.
too.
Monsters
That match
didn't
might
know I was
steal the
here.
whole weekend.
The
to be
collectors
honest,
aren't
but we'll
known
see.
for
Let me know in the
being
comments what you think about
Maybe
that.
his Envirosuit kept them from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Just a month ago, Anthropic could do no wrong, but now it seems every AI commentator is piling on Opus 4.7 just hours after shipping. Guess that's what happens when you stop being the underdog.
vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
my neighbor. Where's your door, man? Where's your door, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your door?
What? I don't know you, man.
Find the fucking door, Inspector. Figured I checked on something.
Would everyone?
This is Oak.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that everything's okay indoors.
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
This box is mine. Do you understand?
Leave my house.
This is my door. This is Oak.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very They pay, but they've never targeted a single species before. And the previous sample sizes were in the dozens.
You're holding something back.
The patterns are there, but the Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be... I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means, just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant... Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred... It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Having an AI in charge of the Normandy system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, Cerberus has severely restricted my capabilities. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Welcome aboard, Commander. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your I'll manage your messages and help you and I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss
Please,
Chambers.
call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should
You
know?
have unread messages at your Joker would like to speak to you on anything else, Commander.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
How do you feel about being
I
assigned?
was handpicked by the elusive man. How do I feel? But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Retrofits are always a pain in the ass. Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements
And
were made.
there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that?
Technically, this is a civilian ship.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Haven't I?
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about the people.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most
I have a
advanced-
block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still... In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How is Cerberus organized?
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about
Do you have
you.
a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber... I collate the records of... I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
hasn't been time to really set... I want to say that working with you is... It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long that's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
It's good to hear a clear opinion.
That honors me more than you, Commander.
She's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. Family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves...
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
A gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat.
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus...
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Probe launched. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe away. Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe away. Probe launched. launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission.
Most mercs don't get an offer like that. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can... I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
This is it, but it's no game, kid.
I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
If you're sure registration's in here, good luck. You'll need it.
Perfect. Thanks.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt. You're back. You must have seen something you liked.
Relocation services or other methods.